It's Chikahan time. Narito na naman po ang inyong Chikang teacher. So ngayon, bago tayo mag-umpisa ng ating lesson, mag-recall muna po tayo nung ating topic nung nakaraan. Let us find the principal square root of the given numbers. So, what is the square root of 121? Ano nga uli yun? That is 11. How about square root of 225? That is 15. How about square root of 400? That is 20. And how about square root of 49 over 121? That is 7 over 11. And square root of 9 over 36? That is 3 over 6. Or that is equal to 1/2. Tandaan natin, pag sinabing principal square root, that is positive. Next, between which in two integers does each number lie? So, square root of 13. Naalala nyo pa ba? Anong number ang nakapagitan kay square root of 13? That is between 3 and 4. How about square root of 27? That is between 5 and 6. Paano yung square root of 215? That is between 14 and 15. So now, let us round off to the following number to the nearest hundreds. Diba pinag-aralan nyo to nung elementary? Kung paano round off ng numbers. So, 6.2436. Paano nga ba? So, una, yung 2 ay tenths, hundreds. So, therefore, dun tayo kay 4. Titingnan natin ano yung nakasunod sa kanya. 3. Tandaan natin, kapag 4, pababa, remain po yung number. Pero kapag 5, pataas, madadagdagan din yung number, round up po tayo. So, 6.2436, pag ni-round off natin into the nearest 100, that is 6.24. So, hindi mababago yung 4 since ang kasunod niya ay 3. Next, how about 10.1678? So, ang hundredths natin ay 6 at ang kasunod niya ay 7. So, therefore, that is 10.17. Magra-round up since ang 7 ay mataas po. So, magra-round up yung 6, magiging 7. And how about number 3? 234.245. Oh, 5 yung kasunod. So, ibig sabihin, magra-round up siya. So, therefore, the answer is 235.25. Ngayon, ang ating Mathematics 7, Module 7 ay estimating the square root of a whole number to the nearest hundredths and plotting irrational numbers up to the nearest roots on a number line. After going through this lesson, you are expected to estimate the square root of a whole number that is not a perfect square to the nearest hundredths, plot irrational number up to the square root on a number line, practice tasks and perform well to attain better result. So, umpisahan natin sa ating lesson 1, estimating the square root of a whole number to the nearest hundredths. Naalala nyo pa ba? Diba nung nakaraan nag-estimate tayo? So, the divide and average method can be used to approximate square roots. This method works as follows. If square root of A is equal to B, then A is equal to B times B. And A over B is equal to B. This means that when A is divided by its square root, B, the quotient is B. If we use an estimate for B that is less than B, for a divisor, the quotient is greater than B. The average of the divisor and the quotient can be used as a new estimate for B. So, in this symbol or given, so yung A po o yung number natin na nasa loob, siya po yung tinatawag nating radicand. At yung symbol natin ay radical sign. So there are steps in estimating the square root of a whole number to the nearest hundredths. So ang mag-estimate lang po tayo. Pero bago yon, tingnan muna natin yung step-by-step procedure. So ang una, get the highest radicand. Step 2, divide the given radicand by the result of step 1. So magkaugnay yun. So kapag nakuha natin yung sagot sa step 1, which is the highest radicand daw, ay gagamitin natin yon para ipang-divide dun sa given radicand. And then, get the average of the result of step 1 at step 2. Kung ano yung nakuha natin sa step 1 at step 2, i-add natin at i-divide natin sa dalawa. Then step 3, divide the radicand by the result of step 3. Ano man po ang maging sagot natin sa step 3, i-divide ulit natin dun sa given radicand. Ang step 5, get the average of the result of step 3 and step 4. Halos pare-parehas lang yung ginagawa. So divide and then get the average. So ang i-average naman natin kung ano yung nakuha natin dun sa step 3 at step 4. And syempre, the final answer should be rounded off to the nearest hundredths. Tara, umpisa na natin. So let us have example 1. Approximate square root of 5 to the nearest hundred. So ulitin natin, ang step 1 natin is get the highest radicand. Paano yun? So square root of 5, kukunin niyo yung between niya. Ano nga ba yung between ng square root of 5? Nandyan po si square root of 4 at si square root of 9. So, in between pa rin tayo. Ano po ba ang square root of 4? Ang square root of 4 natin ay 2. Ang square root of 9 natin ay 3. At yung given radicand natin ay si square root of 5. Kung makikita natin, ang lowest na radicand natin ay 2. Ang highest radicand naman natin ay 3. So, therefore, square root of 5 is greater than 2 but less than 3. So, yung square root of 5 daw, dapat mas mataas kay 2 pero dapat ay mas mababa kay 3. So, the square root of the highest radicand is 3. So, ang kukunin natin ay yung 3. Tandaan ninyo, sa step 1, ang nakuha natin ay 3. So, let us have step 2. So, we have to divide the given radicand by the result of step 1. Ano nga ba yung step 1 na sagot natin? That is 3. So, since ang 5, pag dinivide natin kay 3, ay hindi po siya exact. So, gagamitan natin ng long division. So, tandaan natin, ang nasa loob po ay yung 5, at ang nasa labas naman ay yung nakuha nating highest radicand, which is 3. So, i-divide na natin. 5 divided by 3 is 1. Then 1 times 3 is 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. Then, since 2 divided by 3 is cannot be, so magdadagdag po tayo ng decimal at ng 0. So, 20 divided by 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. So, dagdag ulit tayo ng 0. 20 divided by 3 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 20 minus 18 is 2. So, dagdag ulit tayo. Ma'am, paulit-ulit na lang po yan. So, ang magiging sagot pa rin ay 6 or pwede nating 1.667. Ma'am, bakit ganon? Bakit 667? Ang huli po natin ay 6. Since tuloy-tuloy or infinite na po yung number, pwede na nating i-round off yung pangatlo. Magiging 7 na. Or, that is approximately or 5 over 3. So, yung 1.667 ay approximate 5 over 3. So, let us have now step 3. Get the average of the result of step 1 and step 2. Ano nga ba yung sagot natin sa step 1? Yes, that is positive 3. Then, i-add natin kay sa sagot natin sa step 2. That is 1.667. Since average ang gagawin natin, i-divide natin to by 2. So, 3 plus 1.667, that is 4.667. Divided by 2, and the answer is 2.334. So, yan na po ang sagot natin sa ating step 3. Ngayon, ano naman po ang step 4? Divide the radicand by the result of step 3. O, i-divide ulit natin. So, 5 divided by 2.334. Pwede tayong gumamit ng calculator, ha? And that is equal to or similar to 2.142. Or pwede ring approximate. So, yung 5 divided by 2.34 is approximately 2.142. O, tandaan nyo yung naging sagot natin sa step 3 at step 4. Let us now have step 5. Get the average of the result ng step 3 at step 4. So, that is 2.334 plus 2.142 divided by 2. And the result is 2.238. So, i-round natin to the nearest hundreds at yun yung magiging sagot natin. So, tens, hundreds. So, dun tayo kay 3. At ang kasunod niya ay 8. Round up o same ba? So, since 8 po yun, so, square root of 5 is approximately 2.24. Yan po ang naging sagot natin. So, that is read as square root of 5 is approximately 2.24. So, nag-round up siya since 8 po ang kasunod niya. Okay? So, let us have another example. So, now, let us find the approximate value of square root of 30 to the nearest hundreds. Now, step 1, kunin natin yung highest radicand niya. So, square root of 30, nasa pagitan siya ni square root ng 25 and square root of 36. Yung square root of 30, siya po yung given radicand. Si square root of 25 naman, that is 5. At ang square root of 36 ay 6. At ang highest radicand natin ay si 6. So, square root of 30 is greater than 5 but less than 6. So, the square root of the highest radicand is 6. So, ang hinahanap natin sa step 1 ay si 6. Let us have step 2. So, divide the given radicand by the result of step 1. So, 30 divided by 6 and that is 5. So, nakuha natin yung sagot natin sa step 2 which is 5. Then, step 3, average. So, tandaan nyo divide, average. Divide, average. Yun lamang po ang ating solution or yung steps na dapat tandaan. So, get the average of the result in step 1 and step 2. Ano ba nakuha natin sa step 1? Diba yun yung 6? Then, ang step 2 natin ay 5. I-divide natin to kay 2. So, 6 plus 5 over 2 is 11 over 2 and 11 over 2 is 5.5. So, yun na po. So, after natin mag-average, divide ulit tayo. So, divide the radicand by the result of step 3. So, therefore, 30 divided by 5.5 and 30 divided by 5.5 is approximately 5.455 or 5.455. Then, step 5, get the average of the result ng step 3 at step 4. I-add natin yung 5.5 at 5.455 over 2. I-divide natin by 2 kasi average po yung hinahanap. At ang magiging sagot natin ay, so 5.5 plus 5.455, that is 10.955 over 2 or divided by 2 and the result is 5.478. Ngayon, we have to round off the result to the nearest hundreds. So, ang hundreds natin ay 7. So, therefore, square root of 30 is approximately 5.48. Let us now have example number 3. Find the approximate value of square root of 85 to the nearest hundreds. So, unahin natin. Highest radicand muna, di ba? So, sa square root of 85, kukunin natin yung nakapagitan sa kanya. At yan ay si square root of 81 at square root of 100. So, si square root of 85, siya po yung tinatawag nating given radicand. Si square root of 81 is 9, which is our lowest radicand. And si square root of 100 is 10, which is our highest radicand. So, therefore, square root of 85 ay mas mababa or mas mataas kay 9, pero mas mababa kay 10. So, the square root of the highest radicand is 10. So, ang kukunin natin sa unang step ay 10. Next step, divide the given radicand by the result of step 1. So, ang nakuha natin sa step 1 ay 10. So, therefore, 85 divided by 10. And 85 divided by 10 is equal to 8.5. Ngayon, since nakuha natin yung divide, so ano na yung susunod nating step? That is average. So, get the average of the result of step 1 and step 2. Ang nakuha po natin sa step 1 ay 10, i-add natin kay 8.5, then i-divide natin kay 2. So, 10 plus 8.5 is 18.5 over 2. And 18.5 divided by 2 is 9.25. Oh, after the average, divide po ulit tayo. So, let us have step 4. Divide the radicand by the result of step 3. So, 85 divided by 9.25. And 85 divided by 9.5 is approximately 9.189. Oh, pagkatapos mag-divide, average na ulit. So, step 5, get the average ng result ng step 3 and step 4. Ang step 3 natin ay 9.25 at ang step 4 natin ay 9.189. So, i-add natin and that would be equal to 18.439 and then i-divide po natin ito kay 2. So, once na na-divide natin, ang sagot ay 9.2195. So, ang gagawin po natin, i-round off to the nearest hundredths. So, since ang kasunod ng 1 natin ay 9, so therefore, square root of 85 is approximately 9.22. Basta tandaan lang po natin ang step-by-step procedure para makuha natin ang approximate value ng non-perfect square na number. So, ang una, kukunin nyo muna ang highest radicand nung given, and then pangalawa, i-divide na natin. And then average, divide average. Yun lamang po para mas madali nating maintindihan or makuha ang ating sagot. So, magpatuloy tayo. So, magre-recall muna po tayo kung paano natin ipa-plot yung rational numbers sa number line. Yung mga principal roots, when we say principal roots, positive po. Kagaya ni square root of 9, square root of 49, at square root of 100. Paano ba natin ilalagay ito sa ating number line? Ayan, may number line po tayo mula 0 hanggang positive 10. Kukunin muna natin ang perfect square o ang root ng square root of 9. And what is the root of the square root of 9? That is 3. So, nandyan po si square root of 9. How about square root of 49? Ang square root of 49 is 7. So, therefore, nandun po siya sa tapat ni 7. Si square root of 49. And square root of 100 is 10. Okay? So, ganyan po ang gagawin natin. So, ang ating lesson 2 sa module 7 is ipa-plot naman natin yung irrational numbers up to the nearest roots on the number line. Plotting irrational numbers up to the square roots on a number line. So, irrational numbers can also plot on the number line by approximate its value before plotting the number line. So, pwede rin po nating i-plot yung irrational number. Kasi 'di ba, nung nakaraan ang pinaplot lang natin ay exact. For example, positive 2 or negative 2. Since irrational number, wala po siyang exact value. Kaya gagamitan natin ng approximation value. So, paano po? For example, let us plot square root of 5 on a number line. So, una, kukunin natin si square root of 5. Kukunin natin sino yung nakapagitan sa kanya. Si square root of 4 at si square root of 9. So, square root of 5 at ang square root of 4 natin ay 2. And we all know na mas mataas si square root of 5 kay 2. At ang ating square root of 9 naman ay 3. At mas mababa naman to kay square root of 5. So, ibig sabihin, nasa pagitan lang ng 2 at 3. Hindi siya pwedeng kulang sa 2 at hindi rin naman pwedeng lumagpas kay 3. So, square root of 5 is approximately 2.24. Pwede nyo bang gamitan to ng calculator? So, kung ipa-plot natin sa ating number line, so, kung mapapansin natin, ang square root of 4 ay na kay 2 at ang square root ng 9 ay kay 3. Nasa pagitan daw. Ang nakuha natin ay 2.24. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya lalagpas sa gitna. So, kung i-approximate natin, nasa malapit lang po siya kay 2. So, nandyan si square root of 5. Let us have next example. So, let us plot square root of 30 on a number line. So, since ang square root of 30 ay nasa pagitan ni square root of 25 at square root of 36, so ibababa natin si square root of 30. Ang square root of 25 natin ay 5 at mas mataas dyan si square root of 30. Si square root of 36 naman po ay 6 at mas mababa naman si square root of 30. Ibig sabihin, malapit siya kay 5, nasa pagitan siya ni 5 at ni 6. So, square root of 30 is approximately 5.48. So, kung i-graph natin, ayan. So, si square root of 25 ay nasa tapat ni 5, samantalang si square root of 6 naman ay na kay 36. Since 5.48, ibig sabihin, dalawang guhit na lang nasa gitna na siya. So, pwede po natin siyang ilagay dyan. So, tandaan natin ha, wala namang maling basta dapat nasa pagitan pa rin siya. Let us have another example. Let us plot square root of 85 on a number line. So, since square root of 85 ay nasa pagitan ni square root of 81 at square root of 100, napansin nyo ba? Yung example natin kanina, parehas lang din dito. So, square root of 85. So, ang square root of 81 is 9. So, mas mataas si square root of 85 kay 9. And square root of 100 is 10. Pero mas mababa siya kay 10. So, ibig sabihin, nasa pagitan siya ni 9 at 10. And square root of 85 is approximately 9.22. So, kung ipa-plot natin, so kukunin natin yung square root of 81. Dito tayo kay 9 at saka kay 10. Nasa pagitan daw. So, 9.22, ibig sabihin, wala rin siya sa gitna halos ni 9 at 10. So, pwede natin siyang ilagay dito. Yan. Sana ay marami kayong natutunan ngayong araw na ito. Yan ang ating matsayang kwentuhan. Hanggang sa muli, huwag kalimutan i-click ang like, share, and subscribe. Paalam! God bless!